talking point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambula, and welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come to the Talking Point platform. Today, we get some interesting issues then for can look into, and we get some sober, big allergy in the studio. We get for can help you follow we understand and here. One of the two we get for can look into, we make with Honorable Dr. Hon.Nfa when are the official spokesperson of APC in Parliament now regarding the state of emergency, the health emergency, we President Bio don't declare, we were made and declare, we were made and grant for 12 months. So once you waiting APC, waiting then you take. When in the program, we also they talk about mental health, especially when we're exposed to these videos and across social media about the kush, and we get a senior season, a long time, somebody wouldn't practice mental issues in UK for very, very long time. And therefore, help we follow, we understand the impact, and perhaps for there we share this message to the with Fambule and the government. I'm sure there is a lot we can learn on this program. Well, me now, Mr. Komon-Tok, and today on the 25th of April 2024, we need to waste time with the come just now for them by the issues there. Better. They can just
one platform for news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TTPTV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit. TTPTV.
All right, so Famul, we go straight to the point without wasting any time. Famul, just like Una know, we get a bond between Una and we, and the bond is very simple, and that now for share. And plenty of people can say sharing is caring. I don't know for you, but me today demanded. So consider for share, please. Now help we. All right, let me start with Honorable. Honorable, welcome to the program. You get a platform. The world they listen to you.
Good evening, my brother. Pleasure to be back with you. It's been a while, and glad for with you listeners and viewers across the world, and I'm glad for doing it tonight today and for talk about the topic where we get on the floor about the state of public emergency, where we just approve our parliament with the regulations and we encounter with her. Of course, I'm glad for there with my co-guest, and indeed, we get reasons why we allow the president to do that in the first place, because it was a month ago where yes.
They can't decide.
So you just while I introduce myself first, they will come into the business proper,
Yes, exactly.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. So, if you can permit me, I want to step away a little for a second and I come back. I just pause the camera.
All right, okay. All right, so Fambula, on the other side of the screen, we see Mr. Paul to say. Mr. Paul, you get the platform. The world they listen to you now.
Well, Fambula, so man don't get 6 or more hours. We there. So man, we get this, and there. I just want to say una cabo and una couche. We there also help the country for make we able to see how best we they able for come out this pandemic thing we did a salon, this drug issue and the impact them we it will cause on a lot of people. But I just introduce myself for now. When we get to that, me go able for try for summarize some of the things and let people understand what thing government can do for help, reduce and even if to eradicate this issue of drug taking. Drug taking done this alone for a very long time, but they're not being serious with them,
All right, thank you very much, Paul. But I think the honorable gets more challenges. He gets more challenge. You don't go out. Sometimes internet connectivity na salon it can difficult. But anyway, we go up for join we because we really want these points better. I know we understand if actually the parliament don't grant Mother Bill the 12 months we asked for. Now, let's start with you first. While should they wait for because I'm sure the question is something where plenty people don't talk about across all media outlets. Then, when it comes to the kush, what do you feel say they actually how they cause the mental health problem? How the kush related to mental health as
well
your specialties?
Because first of all, I don't say that's not the question you want for me for ask. You understand? You want me for answer, but I want to deviate a little bit. I don't say for anything we go. I mean, where they happen in a country, drug taking, there is a source, and if there is a source, there is also a supply chain, and if there is a supply chain, if we understand that, then we're able to know how to fit the issue of drugs. And the next thing we will get what we call health. It gets health problems that we will cause to people. It will cause physical health and mental health issues. But we on speciality now will also look at into the physical health. It will cause kidney failures. It will cause also your heart. You will get heart attack if you take Ampasmac. It will cause serious thing that the government not going for. Then will spend a lot of money and then so now we get to understand the issue of drugs. Kush, we're not saying that Kush. There is a source, there is a supply chain, and there is there is what we call a wider chain of supply of the issue. So government can able for do something concerning the thing but for mental health issues, like what they say, with Kush, now a drug where they don't do a combination of chemicals them where then they use for where they take, then go mix out cocaine. Now also we get drugs them similar like the one then they call spice, then they get what they call skunk, and then get what they call the opioids and cocaine. Then one they are the common one them, but then get other one they were like methamphetamine, when one way then they use for people with autism instead of people that can misuse. And I make before you prescribe them as a doctor, you therefore use what they call the controlled drugs ordering method. Then call and see the controlled drugs. And then once so government be non-parliament, no wait for less something happen before ever them begin for make laws them. Then we don't make their law they have because they know say people like go misuse her. Now I make the one biggest salon gets the pharmaceutical, now them for regulate. They not for sell drugs them where they not get because now from there now the source that and I make a break and don't say the source. These are the roots them way they can buy drugs them from the pharmacy where they can put Spanen Kush day and they make them get the effect we get. So the sources now for me under the pharmaceutical government for regulate in a way, may they make them understand because they don't know. Now we get this problem with drugs because everybody they bring drugs come inside salon where they don't know this outside commodity, which kind of chemical composition, then thing and they get the effect we will get from human health. Salon not get a testing center where they go test, then do get before them. Any drug where they make in the world, then they give them BN number, they call them batch number. So they know who side them produce this drug and who side go. So if any of them gets any defaults, then they pull and come out now the batch. Then they say this batch number, then they say some.
That tap you under would they come back? I know say yes, you that 2 minutes where you don't take yourself, at least we don't benefit a lot and more day for share with you. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Let me jump to you, Honorable. First thing first, confirm to we whether una don't pass this bill into a law or una not pass it. Una still a debater or una don't pass it into law. They get me, Honorable.
Yeah, I'm not get the rest of the question. Shall I confirm with you?
Yeah, confirm to we whether they don't pass this bill into a law or the 12 months or una still a debater. Let people understand, please.
Well, normally, section 2, subsection 2 of section 29 of the Constitution, 2C, now they declare, give the reason why a president can declare a state of emergency. So normally when the president declares a state of emergency, it can state the length of time where the state of emergency can stay. But if you not state the term where the state of emergency for say, it means say it is assumed say they be for 1 year. But we get something that in declaring a state of emergency where they get regulations. Regulations then get for come into effect before the state of emergency get any operations. It's like when you okay, I tell you say if you take Tylenol, for example. I tell you say for take Tylenol, but I not tell you how you for take the Tylenol. So if I give you Tylenol and not tell you how to take Tylenol, you're not gonna know how to take them. So pretty much I just give you the medicine, but you not get a direction of how to use them. So similarly, so in the state of emergency, you get forget regulations where they call the state of emergency. The regulations and they show exactly how the state of emergency get for operate, which are the guide them in the state of emergency. Because you know, give just a blanket state of emergency. Because if you give just a blanket state of emergency, it open for misuse, it open for abuse, and it open for people and for use and for their own purpose. So when the president will declare that state of emergency, we send them back, say we need regulations for come with the state of emergency before we go approve an parliament. So we'll be sending it back. If you be note, there was a delay in the proclamation, because whenever the president proclaim a state of emergency, you get 7 days for lay kind of parliament if parliament is seat. If parliament need a seat, you get 21 days. But since we be the seat, you get 7 days. But you can within that 7 days, they not be get the regulations, we send them back. Which means he do another proclamation. But in doing the second proclamation, people may expect say the president will come back and give another statement. But when you do the second proclamation for come back for give another statement, all you need to do now for just send the proclamation back in the parliament.
Okay, now that would be unclarified. So you don't need for come back on here can declare a state of
no need for come back now for say because if you don't give a statement, that was a statement. The actual proclamation a document such as this, where the president will send a parliament with a proclamation and give the reasons. But what are also now are the regulations them to the proclamation. The regulations then when they send with the proclamation.
All right. So I think all right. So let me jump while seeing in the I think the internet they challenged Honorable Donton. And that make we talk for let we avoid NTNS alone, you know. All right, low pull this one, yeah. I think all right.
You get me?
Yeah, now they get you now, yeah.
Yeah, the regulations now pretty much a 5-page document where they tell you waiting the state of emergency they cover. So like in
I ask you the question will be asked you. I don't pass that into a law or
for this for answer a question shortly. For answer a question shortly, you hear me?
And they get you loud and clear. Would they get you?
Hello?
Would they get you loud and clear? Would they get you? All right. Okay. Now we go into Mr. Paul. Whilst Honorable they struggle for join we, I think he gets small problem with the internet. Please join me back, Honorable. Now, yes, they talk about the regulation that the pharmaceutical board should be regulated heavily, or at least government for pay attention. They base that based on the fact that with that particular body, then we're able to save a lot of lives, or then we're able to control drugs. But
Yeah.
we don't have that kind of system there as a country. We are automated. How you feel say that would be like?
Well, we go start because the Chinese law say for every, you say 1,000 miles, they start with one step. So we therefore begin look at all the drugs, the way they come into saloon, how then they come, and how which type of drugs, and where they come through government, where they come through aid, where they come through, and how then they use them drug there. So now I make parliament, now I make we get parliament. For able to regulate the drugs, then therefore do something like a law.
Yeah.
First of all, classify all the drugs, them on which group them belong. Like they get class A, class B, class C drugs. So class A drugs are the highly toxic one them. And the one that we go just take if they see under you hand, not criminal offense. If you see anything like a methadone and anything like them methadone, what they call CD, then without prescription, Parliament will not make law for drugs where then criminalize. If they see you, then get 7 years.
When you say Parliament, you mean UK Parliament or Salon Parliament?
Parliament, UK Parliament, not
Okay.
them. I don't say na so they operate. And then for make rules them how we for able for manage drugs
All
then
right.
we.
Thank
So
you very much. Since we get the honorable himself, I think he could note and don't say this is one tax for them where maybe they will consider in them.
therefore make drug law we criminalize people and for carry them and supply them. Now I make like a cannabis now na class B. So if they catch you with them, the first time they go give warning and then fine you. The second time if they catch you, then go imprison you.
Well, cannabis, supposed to be under. I mean, they don't decriminalize for recreational.
No. It still gets the accent for become a criminal thing because it causes serious mental health problems.
Oh, really?
Cannabis gets a chemical in them which will cause which we call drug-induced psychosis, which will cause mental health. And the Somalian them get similar thing we then call cat, something then they chew. When they come into the UK and then they take tax from them. So what they do, they don't make a criminal offense if they see you with cat, nah, you go jail or then go fine you. You're not supposed to carry them, you're not supposed the Somalian it stimulates you, they make you become more hyper. And
Okay.
so now the regulation that they don't put in place, then just add them there as under the class B drug them. The first term is a warning and a fine. The second term, then go arrest you, then they charge you to court. Then go back, they're not go just criminal, they're not just jail you, then go now tag you, put you in them, what you then call forensic reports, record reports that some drug addicts, like what they can do for sex offenders, what they can do for them people, then fire them, then go put in a register, or then go try for make they know say you not possible they carry this. So if they see you anything will stop and search you, then you not get any issue for. So this is what happens. Well, Salon, don't know. Low left hand Solomon. I
All
don't
right.
know.
We'll jump to you back. Yes, Honorable. We still interested in this question, but you be get small issue with the internet. You get you loud and we hear you. We get you loud and clear.
Okay. So for that pick up from Musa stop, eh?
Yes, we asked if we don't pass the 12-month state of a public state of emergency, or on a still a debater.
We will not pass the state of emergency. I'm not going to say 12 months because we get waiting giddy if the effect to the state of emergency when they call the regulations. The regulations and the documents are also and the constitution say the regulations then get an expiration time of 90 days, which means these regulations will send with the state of emergency so will expire in 90 days from the day, which was Tuesday where we pass her. So basically, yes, the proclamation of the state of emergency is open for a year, but without the regulations, the state of emergency not effective. So the regulations here, they expire in 3 months. So within this first day to the next 90 days, we'll go able to assess whether all the regulations there, whether they are, then follow them to the letter, or whether they deviate from them. If they deviate from them, then Parliament can say, we know things of approve this state of emergency will continue. Secondly, if the federal effects don't done, then naturally the state of emergency will stop. So yes, it's been approved, but subsection 10 of section 29, now the constitution, they tell you a state of emergency get a 90 days or let it expire.
All right. You don't talk in technical language here as far as I look at it, and we want to put some for people and better understand. First, we understand what we see on social media, not 12 months. We're scared a lot of people and look at because of the current political tension at the country for make bad actors and not use against the opponent or for any other person. So now they talk about 90 days. Now the 90 days when I approve, don't after the 90 days expire, when I give back another 90 days if the need be, or
yeah, then we'll get for come back in Parliament. So we need to automatically give. If you go allow me, I will read.
So now 90 days when I approve.
Yes, I will read them for you. Subsection 10. Subsection 10A for the the Constitution of 29, section 29 say every regulation or measure taken under this section, that is section 29, and every order or rule made in pursuance of such a regulation shall, without prejudice to the validity of anything lawfully done thereunder, cease to have effect 90 days from the date upon which it comes into operation, unless before the expiration of the period it has been approved by a resolution passed by Parliament. So until, let's say, the 90 days they near and come back, they say, oh, we need them for effect and back for another 90 days, then go they need for kind of Parliament for let them effect and for another 90 days. But now 90 days to 90 days to 90 days in the 1 year period. So for Kush, we in the opposition, we think and say it prudent for law will take the bull by horn, because we know say the silence be not too much over this drug will be destroy with young people. It will be free say it was time for law government take pure actions. So on that given day, Nami grab na Parliament and say we for invite the Minister of Health and the Minister of Social Welfare for let them can answer to we. After we begin see videos on social media where they publicly shave people in head, they will see the video back on social media where they bury people in mass graves. So say the need for can answer to we. Then the deputy leader of government business also go beyond that to say, law invite the police, the NRA, in which customs the maritime department and other entities, the chief medical officer, the pharmacy board, let them all come look and discuss what's in the happen. And during that meeting day, it was public, and lots of things that come up. All believe say challenges and in the process when the police declare say arrest them, they don't make way. At the end of the day, when the people in going to court, they left them back. So we believe say as much as they may see rape as something when a national emergency, when they declare a state of emergency, we feel say it was important that as much as we young people they die now and we not see no concern and we not see no struggle, no fight against them, we think say it was important for them to declare that. Besides that, we note back because my brother talk about drug laws. We get drug laws in our salon, and we get an enforcing entity, which are the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. But that agency they not get funding. As we speak, now be 14 staff then we get.
Yeah. Let us hold you there, honorable, please. This is very, very important, and it's sudden we want to talk this because we listen to that particular program say they say even bicycle safe. Andrew Kaikai say even bicycle safe or not get. In fact, at one time, he said, "I pull 1 million for even buy fuel if it was disgrace." Now, the point is, now, una technically, like how you talk to, like, una they blame government, say government not take action. People, they see generally, it's more than 2 years. Well, una as opposition as well as government, una don't know about this, say, this now, something, hide. Because even where they're out of the country, they get them videos here. And on top of this, they talk money no day. Una as opposition, una they see again a very strategic office now they money no day, a mother bill they fly all over the world. According to one report we come out from I think Augustine Mara puts, according to the calculation, it's more than, I think I get an alert put on for just here, it's more than $28 million. Una no fit say una for be don't call this man back in a parliament for let go give account of their money, or for one at least let money then at the consolidated fund for able support some of them project here.
Well, waiting, indeed. Okay, you get so many questions that we ask about this. One, if we know about this issue, yes, we did. If we raise alarm about these issues of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency not having funding, yes, we did. Every given year, the government, they come with a budget to Parliament. And in their budget, the government, they describe them priorities areas, them, who say they want to spend money. Of course, we in Parliament can recommend, say, okay, this agency need more money, this agency, their money left. But I will tell you, say, for the past 5 years, while in our Parliament, I don't see any MDA, which is Ministry, Department, or Agency, where they give money or where money left, or they even give them the complete money where they budget for them. So you get a projection of what you want, but I'm telling you, to all fairness to the ministries and departments or agencies, to all fairness of them, a lot of them don't get what they budget for. So they get a ceiling, a target ceiling of what they need, but most of the time, probably in a half of that they get. But the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, now one entity that will be don't complain from long. Say more money need for Camde, even before Jaya Kaikai and Jaya Kaikai come na that agency day. And government nothing can seem a priority to them. And we in the legislature can only recommend, but we are not the ones with the purse to spend the money.
All right.
The Ministry of Finance, within the executive arm of government, now in the right the checks them. So if Ministry of Finance not write the checks, if Ministry of Finance not adopt the recommendations, that agency or entity will not see that money. So that is the situation with that. When it comes to the president and his own spending, of course, you can recall in the 5th Parliament, where they become with unaccountable interest, where they say them one car with for the president, who we kick against, will not happen. So the president, of course, like I tell you, he is the president, the fountain of honor. Now they appoint the Minister of Finance, and the Ministry of Finance, they're under the executive arm. So pretty much we can only audit how the president spends, but we cannot stop how the president spends. We can tell you how the president spends, and if he's reckless, we will tell you all, but we are not in the Ministry of Finance for, say, this president to overspend. In the opposition, we can talk about what is going on with government, but at the end of the day, if the government is reckless, they will do what they want to do. So I believe I will answer your question in that regard, those questions we ask.
All right, thank you very much. There's one more before I jump to Paul. Now, Hon.Nfa say as Parliament, we get the power for someone, any government official, would they take any public, including the president, would they take public funds? Hon.Nfa say we get the power to do that?
Well, according to the Constitution, the president is not part of Parliament, which I would tell you now one of the challenges and of the Constitution. The president is a member of Parliament according to the Constitution. Now, make you note say every given year they can and give a statement as with the open Parliament. There's a constitutional review that is going on. We don't know if that part of it will be removed. Secondly, the president will not be invited to Parliament for answer, but the president in people where they hire, all the appointment they make, then the parliament they summon them.
He didn't have the constitution say not for invite the president na parliament for answer question. He did it?
Just like he didn't have the constitution say you can impeach a president, right? He didn't have the constitution say you can impeach a president.
Yeah.
If you look at the parliament, the party of the president is the party leadership in parliament. The speaker is from the president's party. The leader of government business is from the president's party. The deputy leader of government business are from the president's party. Those are the most powerful people. The speaker, the deputy speaker, then you come to the leader of government business, then the deputy leader of government business, before you get the leader of the opposition. So if the political will not there, it will not happen.
Okay. All right.
So as much as you will call all the entities the way they supervise, just like the auditor general, for when they pull the auditor general, they not bring and come in. Just the audit reports, for more than the cow time, they not agree for law debate in our parliament because the deputy speaker and the chairman of the public accounts committee will get the waiting and call, in which in your office now the auditor general reports they come before you can up the well of parliament. So you can see the challenges, the obvious things, and obviously the questions that you ask, the constitution not prevent you for do any of that. The constitution not prevent you for invite the president. The constitution not prevent you for impeach the president. The constitution not say you know for someone, but it will not happen because he will not come.
Okay, now we can let's type it aside. Let's bring Paul Kainsaya on this mental health issue. How you go help we back? What do you feel say as a poor country like Salone? I know say you know the side they work na side where you get a lot of facility, a lot of equipment and technical support. Everything. I mean, pretty much. But as a country, we get only one, if I'm not mistaken, only one psychiatric hospital. At this moment, we see the prevalence of kush, that's more than 2,000 to 3,000 feet on alone. What do you feel say governments could do, or as an individual, as a family, for help this sort of fighting the mental health issue connected with the kush in general?
Just the honorable on top. First of all, they start off with the seriousness of every government for prioritize certain issues them in the country. For example, mental health is a very serious issue, and if you get a population where they half of them mentally, you understand, it will be a challenge for you get professionals that will go able for work and start to feel. So they go like country like Salone, who side they get for starts, they get for begin for that. Bring in professionals then for the country and restructure. First, there should be legislation with, as we brought let them review that legislation about issue of mental health, and because mental health is on its own, it's quite a broad area. We government for make them very serious.
But this push they lead to mental health. Am I correct?
Yeah, obviously, now they tell you we get something we then call anything we take, where it make you become, you lost your sense. It's referred to as drug-induced psychosis. Something we naturally get mental health. Everybody gets in mental health, but what thing that happen when you take this drug? It is sort of creates chemical imbalance in your brain. Your brain it mix up. It's sort of able for sending informations the way, because we get 5 portions of the brain. We some in that brain portion you get one way at the frontal lobe. You get this other part them of the brain then the top a bit. One way they process, one way they sort of send message to the body. And so the way you take them drug, they are completely, it shuts down that communication in the brain and the central nervous system. So what's in there happen, even if you touch some place where hot, you're not going to take your hand because your brain
Where they
don't
connect.
they connect the
So
chemical.
that whether they box themselves or not, they feel that.
Even you go deep on them for hours. We get what we call a fixation. They become fixated. They get a funny shape. The way they team up, then get what EPM, EP, extra pyramidal side effect. The effect with the drugs they cause on the individual we take them. So in other words, now make na UK then criminalize them because it costs them billions of pounds for look after one individual in a year. You understand? So if they catch you with drugs, now the government will become very serious. Then
Okay.
first classify the dogs then when are class A, class B, class C. So when they come up from A, they go to B, it means the criminality of become ways not do and get the drug laws them, but it's just general. They're not actually make them way the constitutional review when we bother they talk about this now and they need for bringing specialists, the people that we get to know how way for able not to every parliamentarian go able for understand in terms of drugs. So now make it bring in the health people and the one that we understand about drugs for let them help them form make this legislation and work with the police for make them able for arrest people and detain them if then charge them to court. But Salon not gets down, they make the drug laws them just general and broad. You don't get any effect. You don't get any. I believe say some of them maybe you go get penalties or jail terms. But UK, if they catch you with hard drugs like cocaine and all that, they go jail for 7 years. They're very serious about that. And if they go on, if they increase. So they're very serious about this because they know what they do to the population. Even the UK, they get serious drug issues, but then control everything when they do. If people and they hide and they take and then they end up for become unwell. They end up for become mental health patients. So it creates this drug, they make people and get psychosis like a schizophrenia. Some they become depressed. Some people they become bipolar. In other words, bipolar we then get mania. Some people become very elated in terms of they do something over and over, very high up and down in terms of mental state. So the drug itself is very dangerous. The kush not to drug, now a combination of other drugs. Now make up kush. A combination of other drugs, but there is a particular drug, something they use. When they put them drug, then they together. And inside they come through, that's through the pharmaceutical industry. Then they use it as medicine. They come in and then chemicals and then medicine and then they mix where they make it become push with the one where they get that's alone. So not like a particular drug, like we go say cocaine, we know it's in a white powder, like white powder, but push now combination of tablets and some other chemicals the way they use for make them become kush. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll come over to you, Honorable. Now, what's in the strategy? What are the modalities where government don't put in place actually for fight this kush business? How serious it is? And we also don't see, are there any mechanism, even owners don't give us the president 90 days for let look into this? Are there any mechanism in this law when I don't pass for let people use against any person? It's not only the opposition, but any other person when a dissenting voice. For example, we see DJ Box, the linker with the drug, the kush, then send one of the people with the couch. Kush, where plenty people and they not be by down and they just see like politics on play inside it. Is there any guidelines, any mechanism owner don't put in place, and how this therefore the work actually for the real fight, or just a proclamation, or just a law? Did they get me?
It seemed like you don't froze. So
Yeah. All right. So Fumble,
Now you don't come back to me, or
yeah. They get me. You not get the question.
I don't get the answer, Mr. Komon-Tok.
All right.
I don't get the sorry.
All right. The question is this: when I don't pass this law for, so I say when I don't. All right.
This not a challenge now for you to.
Yeah, well, very difficult sometimes.
Yeah,
Really.
and because now mobile technology then they use the one with not wireless. If not them telephone line with them pass underground, or then they use it go stop this, which was there before. I don't know why Samatel not develop where people then get telephone na they host, then they connect directly the internet. You just get a router and it connects. It will stop this because the mobile technology in the evening, because the temperature they drop, they connect properly. They go on and off, on and off. And that because nothing then has signals the thing they send. But the one we they use now, so we telephone line them that they connect.
Yeah.
Hardly
Yeah.
hardly pop off.
You're
Because
right.
now
Yeah, now bringing back on the area of Kush, as I relate to mental health. Um, One of the key things here, people need to look at, say, we not get the infrastructure. Absolutely. And you need rehabilitation in terms of social care support. I just want to look at what I can say, like you make use of you small resources we get. What's how for start actually? What's how for start?
first of all, now the laws. Now I still tell you the laws as to how
Apart from the laws,
the laws,
apart from the laws?
and secondly the structures, then they become education. You have to get an educational team where go get for the go on the media for the 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 issues about drugs and taking. Then the other thing is the law enforcement of how then they take the laws them with make and how they go implement stop this. The third thing within the also because we get institutions then like a drug and alcohol, we then call anonymous. We they also then they do some teaching and people that we don't do get the experience drug and alcohol, then they gonna they share them how they come out of for take drugs because in as much as when they criminalize them we have also help them for recover then get to recovery colleges then get when they go there and they do cause them for help them with drug and alcohol then the next thing then they do is then they get structures them like a rehabilitation centers
Okay.
and centers then they now also under mental health then get what we call the first episode of psychosis. So we take we mix up, then we'll bring you candy, then treat you, we then treat you way better, then move you go to
All right. Paul, let just stop video for us a little bit because let Honorable give you like now 5-10 minutes low left because of the internet. We will continue the program. Normally they take 1 hour. We don't need 43 minutes. Maybe they much it from her because of the back and forth. I hope so they get me loud now, clear. You get me? Hello, Honorable, you get me? Hello.
let go out, let log out.
All right. Yeah, now for go out back, we'll pull on. Now for go out back and you come back. I for go out back and come back. All right, good day, help we. It better way we get you today on the platform. I don't know how for do on the program tonight.
Yeah. So just like what they say, they get services them, like the mental health, we get to called PICU, which is a PQ. They call them psychiatric intensive care unit. So a person seriously unwell because of drugs we don't take, and he become a very aggressive. The PICU then gets something they call a seclusion. So because even in as much as a day out, it can also become a danger to himself and other patients that were there on that unit day. So then they go seclude you, you go day, then go they do what's then called review every 2 hours. Then they go check on you for see how much progress you don't make. But when they go there,
Is that part of the cure for mental health problem? Is that part of the cure?
yes, I make them call them PQ, psychiatric intensive care unit. So they give you quick acting medications with IM, and then they give injection them into you into a very muscular with using the glutathione or maybe deltoid or maybe you leg, any side where they find out, say they can give the medication at the time we become very. But when they do this, then they do them professionally for people and for restrain you, so that cause harm to the staff them with it. So this one hold the left, the other one they hold the right arm. Then the other person go, if they bought, they try for speed, then they hold your head. Then the other person go hold, if they put it on. Now they know they use prune, then get prune and supine. What's them mean? Prune when they lay by belly, they not because people are not die by that in this. So patient now they use them again. Then they use it either stand up or then put in something they call safety pod. Now something they with soft cushion and so leather cushion. Then they put you there and then turn you back, then put the injection like glutide muscle, maybe left and right. So then you need to they went and on intensive medication.
All right. I think we don't get them back. You get me now?
Yeah, they get you, sir. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. We understand completely. Now, again, with the same question. I don't know if you get a question. Well, I will first ask again. The 90 days on as a force una don't give out of the other 90 days, the first 3 months. Is there any mechanism, any protocol for guide for let abuse not take place? For example, we see government allegation on Komon-Tok, they don't begin use the kush for go against them, the passive. A case study na DJ Box from Guinea, the accusers are part of the people they bring and kush. But most importantly, what are the strategy on this very law I don't pass? How this go help? Is this just probably a law where they just pass for the sake of law? How actually go be practicalized for help fight the kush? Now, 2 questions you want.
Yeah, well, pretty much. Yes, the first part of the question, yes, we get guidelines when our regulations. So the regulations, they tell you, like if you talk about penalty, then we'll tell you how long the person go spend at jail when they catch him. Then decide and decide and get access for.
And how long?
Well, if you the aid and abet, then get the first part. If a person who aids, abets, or directs another person to commit or conspires or attempts, that person you get 10 years imprisonment. Or they fine you 15 or 15 million leons or both. Then a person will aid and abet the drug activity. Then you get the person who they store the stock or they keep the drug or substance, including the synthetic drug kush. So not just kush. They say person who they stocks, keeps a drug prohibited substance. So a drug to prohibited substance, any drug on an illegal drug, including marijuana, including cocaine, including ecstasy, including tramadol. Even though we get drug laws, we get the National Drug Act, we even get stringent laws against other drugs. But the only thing is the National Drug Act not gets a law specific for kush. But this state of emergency, it get law or regulation specific for kush. And if you know, what activate the state of emergency na the kush. Even though other drugs, illicit drugs and way people they use and abuse. So for the person who they actually keep them, they say imprisonment for a term not less than 15 years.
15 years.
Then yes. Then even a law enforcement officer, so a person who exhumes human remains without lawful authority, comment an offense. Then the one they're going to graveyard, they go dig bone there. Okay. And is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a term not less than 15 years. So even for the law enforcement officer, somebody with an authorized person, when a law enforcement officer, when they get crimes and then get the punishment for them back, when at the same 15 years. So not this law not just limited to ordinary person, but if you're a law enforcement officer and you undermine government in work and you catch you at this, you self get punitive measures them and you get sentences the way they for the law enforcement officers and but so the other part of the question when you talk about if not just law in itself.
Yeah.
We don't know already
here we not already say money no dey for this fight against drug. Whenever a state of emergency is declared, the government also will call for emergency funds from the Ministry of Finance. So we dey expect say emergency funds will be provided because one, we like you note, we only get the Kisi rehabilitation center or mental clinic. We not get them facility and they across the country. And in this law, they try for get rehabilitation center across the country because we know say kush e dey na villages them. It go difficult for them find a village where kush no dey. That's how bad it is. So we believe say if funds are unlocked, then funds then go available. So the one they will know can free talk. Now their own district headquarter towns. Rehabilitation center then go dey where if na makeshift rehabilitation centers they go dey for them people them and then provinces and they or provincial areas them we not get access for can free talk and not get for wait for learning can free talk. So for we, of course, we know say the issue of state of emergency can bring an apprehension, especially for who are the opposition. Say they give extraordinary power to the president or other authorities then for misuse power. But we think say prudent and necessary for us save the lives of the young people them than we play politics with this situation at this material time. So we take the risk, or we feel say as much as the importance law do for people and for young people them, with the notes with the loss now with communities them because of this harmful substance. And I follow waiting my brother they talk, and good thing I'm very familiar with controlled drug substances and how they affect the human brain. Of course, we talk about the liver, the kidneys, but initially, not we talk about the brain. And the brain are the most important organ because they are the CPU, that the central, what they call a central nervous system, controls every part of the body. And drug they affect that brain day. If you affect that brain day, everything potentially will shut down. So of course, people who take drugs become dependent on it, they become addictive, and it even alter the way they think. I make normally when they under the substance and they depression can kick in, anxiety can kick in, euphoria can kick in, and other things sometimes for commit they become suicidal. You understand? Other things the way the brain they become you alter your brain chemical. And once you alter your brain chemical, there's no telling what your brain will tell you for do. So that make
okay, maybe you know hear me. I've been talking about what we call drug-induced psychosis.
Yes, you came to that later. Yes, I heard you.
I don't want to go too deep because this is not a lecture area. But I just
no.
Drug-induced means when you take a drug, it sort of alter your thinking. It make you become delusional. You begin to see things the way normal people are not.
When exist. Absolutely. So for we, this is
begin to see. They begin to see like fall pickings. Remember that?
yes.
For slap this, or for go throw myself over a bridge, or for go do this in front of
jump over a bridge.
Yeah. So this now make this dog now we country. Now make we people that need for understand me on duty now and for let people understand that could generally na a bad drug and in as much as cocaine and this. So now I make now so if they stop you, you understand? If they stop you, they drive. The first way then the police they do, they get it in and they take you, then brutalize you. This is not the first thing. For see if you get alcohol in your system. Because even alcohol now also a depressant. It make you it alter your thinking. And you know, one bad day kill somebody. So the next way they go take urine from you, urine sample. When not in there, when they make that and get the drug kit. Then if they find out for say you get the thing they tell you if you're positive of cocaine, the thing they positive of cocaine, opioids, and TCH, which is cannabis, and so many other things them. The drugs the way you go tell you say this person positive. But the main thing way they talk is now it alter you thinking. It make you not think right as an individual. Any drug we take, we will make you completely lose your mind. you see, it'll make you become, you're not able to coordinate. I remember I say, even if you touch some place where warm, or where hot,
they feel nothing.
They feel nothing because it don't alter the communication between your central nervous system and your external part of your body. So you elect what's happen, you know, pull and pass them, pull you there. You understand? Right. Then they have.
Yeah, let me jump to you. Probably this will be the last question, Naya, for you. We can't leave you alone without this. I know say you are on the state of emergency, the tripartite. We're not going to forgive you, Naya. We must ask a question. 2 days ago, 2 days, I don't know if I'm mistake. Honorable Kemosi Sebiden at this platform, himself can talk about the hope for tripartite as a party, because we don't get conflicting stories and opinion from different angles. Yes, I think yesterday back we see when I make a press conference. Tell me a little bit, but if when I get any faith in this tripartite for say again for benefit una as a party, or this not just then the government they buy time just for wasting time, but they tell them don't additional by June, maybe don't 1 year, then say okay, you know, Lord, just forget it. Is there any hope una get as a party?
Well, yes, I will say that, because in any form of dialogue, in any form of engagement, there should be hope in that engagement, in that dialogue. There is no better solution to any crisis, any problem, even at your home, if there is no dialogue. So with both sides at their own stance, if there is no dialogue, if there is no engagement in what we are way forward, then we not get anything where they bind we follow do the correct thing. Let's note, waiting lead to this tripartite engagement and forming of the committee. Now, because of what happened on June 24 and days after June 24, 2023, in the elections. The elections will get, at the end of the elections, and even people who observe the elections, they say they were not credible, they were not transparent.
But
and that
what you not say? What you say then say?
When you get palaver with person, when you get palaver with some person, they tell you say there's your side and my side and the side of the true side. So we side say it was not transparent, then side say it was transparent, then the one that can observe, they say it was not transparent. So it's very important that when I talk about the one that we can observe, because if I say my own side or if I say we own side, then there's a tendency that I will be biased in what I'm saying. But when you get to third party,
defend your own position. Government, they're not they say, then clear, then they make their own position. The issue of people they get problem with Una seems to be more diplomatic. In other words, Una they be when you look at the way SLPP they behave back then as opposition, they were robust, they were determined, they were hungry, all over they provoke argument for at least then get their way. But Una is like Una seems to be so quiet and they take the simple. And looking at this regime particularly, Una say na help the country so by so behavior, even Una for Una come out plain safe and condemn certain things. Nobody they condemn that.
Well, I want to disagree with Andy. I want to disagree with that on a lot of fronts. And sometimes probably the testy issues Una can pay more attention to versus all the other things that we would criticize and say that is wrong about this government, who would talk so many times. If we not be complaining the first time, in the first case, if we be say okay, if we not be saying we go to parliament, we need participate in governance. I don't think say the international community for us can't we rescue or can't we say, oh, this is it. Let's for example, we are going to hold on to the MCC funding because of this. If we not be complaining about anything, MCC not going to be say they need to release the money. If we not be complaining anything, tendency say the government for not get congratulating messages from the US, the UK, and the EU. So everything started with us. But sometimes it can seem like say on our carry out on things that we would already do. Why I say then say is because we don't say and so many times. Note, we not go parliament months after elections. We not go take vote months after elections. We not go cancel months after elections. Yes, we not go to court because we feel say we be in a defiant posture. We feel say the courts na a system will not go be trust again because of previous cases they will be not taken to court, will they not be listened to. So we say we not go to court because of that. So we don't take with defiant posture. We don't say the election is not correct. If all the reprimand all this government not get, it enough for not get them if we not be don't stand against them. This is what I want you guys to be fair about, which I don't think you are being fair about. You understand? When it comes to this push, if we not be raise the alarm bell, nothing enough will be said about it. Of course, the government came after we said everything that was wrong about it. When we talk about the election, the student that want to need for take the worst exams now, and the challenges what they about nobody may say na APC MP na rise against that. When we talk about the blackout right now, when we talk about the blackout,
we can't take a on that. So
yes, thank you. When we condemn the reason why blackout day. Nobody may say anything about that. When we condemn the Waka Fine boss who then come and discriminate the roads them for people them, nobody may say anything about that.
That bring you on the on Parliament. And that,
yes.
Is it true that so not pay the backlog salary of those parliament to the owe them, not pay them? Is it true or they don't pay them? Because we get information.
That's very true. That's very true. That has not been done. That's very true.
Okay, that's a good thing. So inside the
that's very true.
Yeah, inside the agreement, it's tripartite agreement. It was said these people should get their monies. Am I correct? Not true?
Not true. Not true.
So why
they say they say we forget all we entitlements them. So of course we money in a part of the entitlement them. We rent a part of the entitlement them. Any other entitlement, sitting fees, whatever, a part of the entitlement them. So now that the state say part you should get your entitlement. But for we as sitting members of parliament, so we voting the reform with elections there, a more important than getting we backlog money. I be not tell somebody say 80 million loans when our backlog money, if you take them for 4 months, you do the math now in dollars, how much money is that? That's small money. But in reforming our elections, it is more important for us because I will determine how elections will be conducted in this country. We will fix permanently the problem will happen June 24. So for we, it's very important. I make the tripartite committee and the engagement the important, and I make no one for personalize them. But of course, the people are urgent, the people are impatient, they don't want to wait, and rightfully so. But we as leaders them will therefore be cautious and do things in the long run will benefit we and not be the one who will make noise about everything and will accomplish nothing. Now I make we now this we think say in this term we therefore be constructive, we therefore be collaborative, and we therefore ensure so we engage. Once we do that, they will reap more results than just making noise and making empty noises.
All right. So right now, certain questions there, I'm not going to ask you then because we won't give chance until June 19, where the tripartite recommend, and perhaps after that we will ask some critical questions. For right now, enough fair them questions indeed. Now we don't clock 1 hour normally. Now that we do. I don't know if you can spare time because normally we can open phone for we get some calls from people and for ask question. Mr. Paul, if we will spare some time, perhaps somebody go ask question about the important subject here or discussion here we don't throw out for maybe a couple of few moments.
Yeah, I'll go wait for because I didn't know.
All right, okay, no problem. All right, so we take short break. When we come, family, we can open the line. That night turn for talk. Louis said, you ask a question. We deal with Honorable Dr. Hon.Nfa, and we also deal with Paul Cisse. So when I give you 2 minutes, when we come, we can give you the mic, let yourself talk. We are hearing from you, please. Help me. We can.
Check this out. Now who's them say no be judgment. We left for the blame. Forget about feeling name. We all forget together for being sweet at home. Style master today ask for.
All right, so fam, we would open the line. Now we take the first caller. Yes, caller outside they call from. We go kindly ask for just make a 1 minute so that we go encourage more people and for ask. Yeah, please. Yes, caller outside they call from.
Hey, Mr. Komon-Tok, I get a comment and I get a question, but I go quick to the comments.
All right, go ahead.
To me, I call from Virginia.
Okay.
I does not decide upon myself say everybody in our parliament and they call them honorable. Best known to me because they are not honorable. And the people they are not legitimate. They're not supposed for the day. What I mean, we all know how the election come. But we comment around do quick because you see our minute give my piece at 2 minutes. We all see where Madam you use the military, use the police, use the government resources, them they stop APC for campaign all about all side no campaign and make sure say they stop APC for cover them polo for circulate them polo. Then they don't follow them, then get on and talk and do. They all picking their own 4 years, 3 years, they give them all of us. And one of the way when they deprive the opposition party, we all see that one day. Even now and again, but when they cancel the election, and they will still win the election. And they ask the man, we cannot call honorable, and we sorry for that one day. What did they do for let them pull the results? What did they not do for let them pull the results? Then we all see the results. To pull the station to a police station. One in Liberia, if they say now, you see, we must pull the people who then vote like you see, they must pull the results. We all see.
All right. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice, my brother. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice, please. Today our minutes because people in Boko on the line, please. Let man not just tap our minutes. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah, so outside the call from.
Yeah, I come from Belgium.
All right, you get 1 minute. Question or comments?
Yeah. No comments anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to talk about Nfa. I know Nfa very well. I work with the Bow School, Block B, Cuba. So I know so definitely Nfa not for be fair enough because most of the mandate in the parliament, the Bow School mandate. So it can be very difficult for Nfa for let it fair enough, you know, for talk anything when a tangible thing about, you know, to go on in right now in the parliament. Because most of the mandate within the parliament, the Bow School mandate. So I don't know, you know, I just want to talk.
All right, okay. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside they call from. All right, to miss this caller. All right, now we take this one. Yes, call outside they call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this is Abdul call from United States.
Yeah, Abdul from the United States. You get question or comments?
Comments, maybe Paul came for say something about that.
Okay.
And I joined the program late, and Paul Billy talk about a leaf from Somalia. I'm not taking him way in call, but if I can call where I watch this movie, The Black Hawk Down, when Farah did in Troop Billy move for who fights the Americans, then he gets the leaf for them. I think
cat.
People in some states in America, yeah, where they get information from people who they pass there, then that's Somalia. Then they tell them how for ship then. Some of the boys they get involved into that thing, they don't even know which they get involved in. They just the ship no more, which they get for send for the next thing.
Okay.
You know, so this they tell you how some of we picking them, we bother and they get involved into thing where America and other places don't passive as crime. We don't even know. Even in some of the Gulf states them for people that live there at crime. And I be asking, and I say, what is in the true this for who affects the Americans? Just as Paul described, it stimulates them. So for say about this.
Thank you very much, Abdul. Now we had another. Yes, we missed this voice. Okay, now we take this other one. All right. Now take this one. This already done at the line. Yes, call out.
Mr. Komon-Tok, I call from Freetown.
Yes, my brother. You get a question or you get a comment?
Yes, now the MP, I follow that man. We say, go call them honorable. Because when they see that they do anything honorable in that country, You know, this will come through this, so another parliament day. This will come through this, so look the blackouts where they right now. And if anybody for know more about parliament, this MP now one of them. And I didn't have the minister, and then I didn't have the MP at the same time. So, you know, one of the dynasty, the way that they don't help for make the country, they like how it is. So when the question to this MP, I've asked the way that they left the country, that the same way you separate left this country,
caller, what you want, please, yes. Let we not be too personal with Daddy. Let we just ask the question, please, please.
The way the country they go right now. Now, what I basically what I for saying, if and when I've been part of the system.
No, well, now in there now, let we talk to them directly now. Let we talk to them directly. All right, all right. Thank you for your question. I'm sure you will reply. Okay, let's take this other call. Okay, we missed this one. All right, now let's take this other one. Yes, call outside. They call from.
Hello.
Yeah, outside they call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you very much. Me and Ahmed, I call from UK.
Yes, Ahmed from UK. Yes. Do you get question or comments?
Well, it's like a bit like question or a comment, but I just want to. I know they are follow, but I just want to follow about the parliamentarians and at least analyzing about the drugs. I mean, what I am about to talk about the drugs, the effects, and how it cause a lot of harm with the body system. Of course, we all know that. And somebody will take drugs, we know at the country as we know how drugs they work. But me take towards the stage of emergency for drugs. I don't think that's necessary actually. I can bet for deeper and so many things because these are just human substance somebody take. It's not like they can say health emergency, but even to me, I don't think they don't reach to that point because this technology today, from 2018, people in the blow this alarm, early 19, they don't spread training. Where are these guys? They not be ever make a debate on and talk about until the way situation don't collect this. Because to me, I see and say, the government just want to get a way out. They want to look for something till something come. Now the government and they help into this. Because I know that the opposition, one of them parliamentarians, he come with this issue in parliament. They know it. So it's nothing for sale. We can give a round of applause and they even alarm. And this thing has been alarmed long ago. I think the alarm they be there. So what's not the plus? So we give them. Now they of emergency, how the country is so it's for coil so many things. We see what's that happen 1 year stage of emergency during the COVID time. This parliamentarian they endorse that. This 5th parliament and this 6th parliament. They don't do anything good for the people because these are lawmakers.
All right, Ahmed, just 1 minute because like just questions today. They are big.
Yeah. About the former clerk of parliament or the clerk of parliament about the issue, and I want the honourable also for enlightening me about the speaker. Is it going to be like when they see the president, now they right to, or you for right to a particular committee, now parliament? For resign to left and because that's the normal procedure.
All right.
Why is the president directly? We then get power even past the president.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Ahmed. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside they call from. All right, we'll take 2 more calls, then we let the honorable Mr. Paul answer. Yes, call outside they call from.
Komon-Tok, how you do with sister? How are they doing on our talk? I just want to talk direct to you.
Go ahead.
You the Komon-Tok because you provoke we. You really provoke we. The time many and the crowd in this program. Please, if you want we and the Komon-Tok, we could love you. Keep for the crowd and guy and don't destroy Sierra Leone. Then lose us here. This is not honorable. Please.
Yeah,
please.
Okay, I understand.
Please, I tell you, please. If you want to cut me, why block me, please. Then people are already crowded at the program here. Then don't mix up the whole country. Then don't mix up the whole country. Now, so Sierra Day before. Sierra Leone, they develop Botswana, they South Africa there. Because they lose, I don't mayor.
All right, okay. Me brother.
Program here again. If you know that we disturb this program, I beg. We not sweet you. You know the sweet we please don't call them out for we a big.
All right. Okay. Now we take another. This could be the last call before we allow the. Yes, call outside the call from. Last call first.
I call from the Komon-Tok family.
No bad man. All right. You get 1 minute. A question or comment?
I just want to throw the line. Now, well, I make a comment. I just want to throw the line with this last call I just know for saying state of emergency very important. The cost of living is nothing to write home about. Can't deal again with people and this now way no more for can subject opposition for arrest them, they didn't kill people. How now they go make state of emergency will not even get the facilities then for them push people here out for the drug them. We don't even have it. I remember the last time I tried to talk about the amount of staff that we get. It's nothing. They don't even have a bicycle. So how you can declare a state of emergency when I not put things in place? I mean, this is nothing. Then they work towards this tripartite. What the thing will favor them? They don't allow nobody come on and go for getting kill people. I feel saying that this is true. And the APC is aiding and abetting them, which is not good for the people of Sierra Leone. And not correct at all. I don't support the state of emergency. It's out of place. It's not right. It's not correct. It's not fair to the people of Sierra Leone.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ma. All right. Okay, let's just squeeze this one before we allow now we panelist and for talk. Yes. Who's I they call from? All right. You get the platform. You get 1 minute.
The APC politicians, they are so really disappointed at them. Because for this ordinary push, the kind way people in this tough fan of this country, the way things that they happen with people, they black out, all kind of rubbish they go on at the country. Then they go sit on at parliaments, they go tell we say, push wait yourself. No, it's very wrong. Then APC politicians them and not believe them. One thing we make it for say to Sierra Leoneans, let we get ready. We know they fight for this tripartite because of APC. We they fight for the tripartite for we own right. When we come on and we go vote the advantage, we they see all kind of thing per we. Then they can't tell we this and that. If APC big one they want, let them go later on another viewing or then go expanding. Who they wait for the result? Who they take this? It's waiting go happy, I go happy. When they look at see they like they say that they go there. Let them go later on the. Let them take them bed them, take them pan them, pot the whole matter. Feed them. They look they wait for the result. Sierra Leoneans say, let we ready. No be like the foolish bride. All my ready in Karuzi and Ilan. We they say you would light the fire Sierra Leone. Would they light Nasa and this and the APC big one they ask. When they look them, then they go and talk their nonsense. When they declare on our way to say they will not care. We don't want no votes.
The 1 minute come past now.
When I go see something.
All right. Okay. So Pambul. Okay. Let's just squeeze this person once and for all. The second batch, perhaps maybe time will permit we follow take more 5 calls. Well, we allowed them for me to respond. Yes, let's begin to you, Paul. You are able because you get to us one question I have for we clarify and so that people Abdul from USA asked a question.
Yeah. The two way they ask but then call on cat is spelled KHART.
Okay.
Then call on cat now a kind of leaf where then they chew. They sort of stimulate the brain and also they cause people then for become mentally unwell. At first the UK been allow them, they bring just fixing a tea with them they drink. But then get system in place, then make sure so they stop them completely. And now if you hold cat in your hand, you go jail.
Wow.
If they catch out you. So then they charm them and this thing will they cause, then they go for them and the woman there. And a lot of them and still in a mental health homes because of that. Because then they hallucinate, they become delusional, then also they serious chemical imbalance in their brain. It can stimulate then another sleep for like a 1 week. They make you close your eyes. And when that happens, you become disorientated. They make you. So imagine what in cat way gets some harmful substance, then it go do to your brain and it go do to your physical health and as well as mental health. It's serious. This is a serious. The other thing is, again, I want for less alone people to understand APC. then at the least in parliament. Then just they don't know like when go say pan na pantry. Then can't influence any decision where they come up from
okay. Well, let honorable in these are the official spokesperson.
I just want to make comment. A general comment that they make.
Yeah.
Then they generally APC not get any. They not get the power for stop voting. This is all planned. It's a way of also getting the government for buy time. Tomorrow they go say, we've been getting this emergency for 1 year. I mean, then they push up for 1 year. So economic things, the activities like demand and supply be hampered with, and the country in economic situation they go down. So now that's for buy time, so that you're not going to do nothing for the country. They're not going to do nothing.
Right. Let me jump to honorable. It gets a lot of questions from your side. Yes. You get the mic now. You want to respond to some of those calls and questions?
Absolutely. We are representatives of the people, and we get an obligation for talk on behalf of the people. Naturally, when you are voted into office, a lot is expected of you. So definitely, on situations like this, your viewers, they're all part of our people we represent. By extension, they are Sierra Leoneans in diaspora. As they are, I was in diaspora before I came to Sierra Leone. Me, I went to school and became a doctor. So if the man will call me honorable, so he can call me doctor. If you don't call me doctor, so he can call me Nfa. Like the second caller will call me Nfa. I name that and call me, so then pull me that. But to be serious, if we not be going to parliament, we not for the USA we find ourselves now. Yes, people then can cry this and that. But the challenge we'll get in this country is a lot of the times we want point fingers at other people. But they tell you, say, there's a common saying, say, when you're pointing a finger, 4 fingers are pointing at you. We get a responsibility for save this country. The other caller talk about Papa, if I left the country, like how me Papa be left her. But I'll tell you, say, I'm proud the service of my Papa render to this country. My Papa, where he study in the US and get to Beijing statistics, he come back in a salon and not stay overseas. He become a lecturer and he lecture beaucoup people in Najala University before he came into politics. When he came into politics, he representing people in Akoya. And when he representing people in Akoya, they only make him minister 1 year before the end, the 1992 coup. But in that 1 year, he was Minister of Social Welfare for 3 months. And when he became Minister of Social Welfare, now he helped for them declare the African child the way they observe in a salon. Now where they tell you, say, picking them, then for value picking them. And if they get the best meal at the house, and they picking for it. When they make a Minister of Works, now he champion the construction of the Wataloma-Shaka Road. So I'm proud of what my Papa do for salon. And one of the reasons that they myself come back into politics, because I'm not one in a diaspora all my life, they point and call people them out of their names or telling them that they are not doing this, they are not doing that. I left a profession where I would make almost $8,000 a month and come serve me people them because I don't want to follow all day in my 60s and they complain about what they do in a salon. Women know who sacrifice for salon. So coming to this point, if we not be going to parliament, Sierra Leone will be a different place by now. And if we not forget, in the 70s, Salon go to a one-party state because the opposition at the time, which was SLPP,
and in the 70s, it was not a democracy.
In 1973, and we go to a republic and it become a one-party state. We know how make that same blunder day. The people of this country deserve better. So that make we believe, say, it better for law we will bet the fat food or swallow the blood and pit the pit. Because people deserve better. We know left there in the hands of an autocratic government. No. So we willing for suffer the suffer in the process. Nobody don't know when in between my 38 for me people there for go conduct an election. And probably most of the people out there be probably be there overseas when I go between my mama. They beat me, they put the strain on my life. I almost lost my life for this APC and for me people then. Nobody not in a parliament to them beat you and throw you out.
All right. So Famule, we get I think the Honorable Longo. Well, this one I get on our platform and I can suggest an advice. If we know at all the invites there, if honestly the majority of us know want that, then we'll do what you they do. Honestly, we'll do what you they do. Because yeah, because now people and get platform, not so Paul, now people and get platform.
The fact Salon people and when they think them for talks APC na minority party in parliament, in as much as then limited in voting then go get involved. I know they blame them in the decisions the way they happen, but really that state of emergency the way they want to bring, it don't make no sense.
All right, okay, don't come back.
Exactly what talk. Yes. So we can go back to the other point. We cannot be labor. Indeed, when we call for a state of emergency, we call for a public health emergency. But the constitution clear about what will meet, what are the threshold where something they reach for let become a health emergency versus just an emergency.
The question it's not about the law. They not put modalities there, infrastructure no they, nothing no they, money no they. So what's the essence of you putting law when nothing no they? Absolutely. Now that's the woman itself for acts. So this is just like somebody who are using.
But when I
no come up fine. Somebody want to take to the streets, then go just use a say state of emergency. Now that the woman be itself for talk.
No, but when I make me submission, I talk about how in a state of emergency go unlock funds them, which are emergency funds from the Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
Emergency funds where go will take care of some of the issues. Then one, two,
but
say we get a community local.
That's how they put money.
Let me hold on. When you get, we live in a community where the government has international partners. So the government take money from the Ministry of Finance or loan money and bring into this emergency. The international partners then can feel compelled back for put money into that funding. Talking about the light issue, we don't call for let them invite the minister. But when I was in Parliament earlier today, I get reports say they don't change the minister. But nonetheless, but I don't know how true it is. I yet to be confirmed because I just can't house and can't join the program. Nonetheless, people and they will get the responsibility for pay them bills and they. Now I make you say it's not just sufficient for let the president say he not take over the energy sector and this and that and blah blah blah, then begin give you light back. No, it's not sufficient. We need to know how come they not spend the money, they not pay the bills. The $40-something million whatever pay to car power ship, why they not pay? The $9 million where they claim say they save every month, every year, because they renegotiate the deal with APC be negotiate. Why they not use that money? The way if you count now, if it not be $58 million, why they not pay? So all of those questions they have to be asked. And when we are elected, now by what do they ask them question a day? Not to by war. So by taking ammunition for say, una get for answer with question now. We get for follow process for letting answer your question when you live in a civilized society. But we are ready to be the punching bags. Anybody can tell you this. But the other caller talked about my school. I went to both school, but both school is not the only school I went to. All my education I did at Howard University up to my doctorate degree. I went to Colorado Technical University. I get beaucoup other alumni there where you're not going to do anything but both school. And most of them, if naturally, beaucoup people know they both school, can join SLPP. But I mean, APC are there for represent me people. And I have represented them and I'll continue to do that. So, you know what I mean? Say, if you follow me debates in parliament, you will see how I don't hold this government accountable. But again, opinion them, now like quoting and call, everybody's entitled to one. So for us, we'll continue to do what we need to do. We'll be the punching bags for the people. But we are at the front line and they take the fight for we people them. Of course, a lot of people will say, you're not doing it the way we want it to be done. But for the majority of the people, they believe they make sacrifice on their behalf. And that's the minority of them, and then get their opinion and they're entitled to, by the way. And I believe I'll try as much for answer the questions them would impose.
All right, thank you very much. Do you go spare 5 more minutes, at least, because the
absolutely.
No, just
Absolutely.
take, 2-3 more
Absolutely.
calls of the program. Yes, caller, where they call from?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Komon-Tok. Doctor, we know say you will not say people they really vex. While you know that and while they feel bad, while they get thick skin.
No, absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
Bad. But you know, say no more the people that really feel like
No.
really support you now, they be doing you now, you understand? And that make you find out say they really vex because most time you can kill it. The numbers of parliamentarians they went to APC for get not when and get so they go put any jacket in the all day. So you know say when you get something you put fans the big cook yes you put the stone. They all don't point you cannot be shaman for it, you know, and I make us give all our name to all but we know say there is very good one in the among us. Not feel bad that while we make sure while we now they come to you for communicate, which we all know it happen. In America as well, so you will see one person will take tripod, we put a protest. You know me say like we forget a lot of people more. We know say we not get for passing. For example, anything they say pass and like SFP they pass and that's true. But when I make sure now talk, we all know say when I talk against this, they are in the record. But not say, hey, doctor, we talk with this one and we talk say you know be clear with this here. So we know say the record say you be talk against that one day. That they don't want. Well, that comes to the question I ask. We see a video they go on, we see now they open people and they say they open and then chair and
oh, my brother, thank you. My brother, sorry for that. Sorry you are jumping, but I'm so glad you wake out this. I'm so happy. I give you extra 30 seconds for this. Please continue. Thank you so much.
Find a way talk to the government, let them pay the mechanism for those detecting and they done for open with boxes. So then we discourage people except for sheep or do other stop them. You know, because like if we and this one sheep will free people don't say at the end of the day the eye see something and then that consider one say to us why don't care but below them. See for all kind with the middle sheep something as alone. The over 40 something great something they say that they say they test the drink if it correct. All I know is our sheep. Something 40 kids they said the tester. So look and like say they don't pay away for dead and people in the Palestine have to spend. Catch people and market them for look at no make the things because to develop. So at the ask the doctor again, which kind of mechanism they don't put for let them check within the tell no open box them, please.
All right, thank you very much. This I'm so happy for this one. Somebody don't call me on this one. Same thing. Somebody was shipping things and back now, so them do and you are honorable since they are we know they are the country. Do you consider this one? Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok now Abdul again the call. Thank you for the second chance.
Yes, Abdul.
Mr. Komon-Tok, to be honest with you, this sense you get for the bill. Now you invite some people here, but it not necessarily means we elect them. But if they talk, no, we give them the respect they deserve. No, not make this forum like any kind of place where somebody will just kind of chastise people how we want. You know? Yeah, big and I big for that. The other thing I need for say. This is a quick fix for this coup. Make them get at them people, yeah. Let them encamp them. Encamp them, feed them. Even if you even forget over how many of them, you know, inside the money can come out? Easy. If now 3 months, then give say, state of emergency or 1 year, in that period, they made the president and West not travel. That money, play for DM, pay private plane, but they use that for people and they know it go create. Content of push take at them now the streets and it affects the supply. And if it affects the supply, people are not going to order for push, but people are ready for buy. You know, yeah, then it's a blessing. Go for travel. Spend that money for push for boy and teach them. Thank you, bye.
Thank you, Abdul again. All right. Okay. We'll take 2 more questions, then we'll wrap up the program, please. Caller. Yes, caller, who's the call from?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Who's the call from, brother?
Mr. Komon-Tok,
yeah, Saidu, but we find you. Nande, you know that.
But I can listen to program at the share.
Okay, thank you.
I can listen now.
All right.
Okay, name your contribution again. Bob Minister Mali They are la sorry for that. If you want somewhere single leg, you can fool the people them, but you don't fool the people all the time. You see, Salon, we're not the opposition. And guys are within our parliament, and for their own interest and devil, not for the people there. For example, Chegeko Kogona ECOWAS parliament. For talk for the people there, he left the parliament, the Kogona do. Okay, this government where they see so.
Barry, today na short one no more because our 1 minute more they get today.
No problem, sir. They don't just know.
30 seconds more, please.
Okay, this parliament where they see so. Then they work for the people in interest. Madam, we're ready for do so. And then they even pass behind the constitution. They do anything we for do.
All right. Thank you very much, Barry.
Just 1 minute.
No, 1 minute not go possible again, Barry. There, please, because today now 1 minute some more because people in Boko on the line. Please, Louis said the other chance to other person. Thank you. Come on. All right, we will take the last lucky caller for tonight. This will be the last lucky caller. Uda this? Uda, hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Yes. I just want. The honorable say about the finance. Hello?
Yes. You did live.
Yeah,
Ahmed, you get 1 minute.
It's a state of emergency. And we're able the finance, maybe then we're able to inject money. So I'm not to say that it's enable actually that because listen, other countries the way they tackle drugs, where they get drugs load them. Why not they clear? They know how to tackle, they know how to go meet in Colombia and then Mexico. They know how they beat it. They don't know that constitution in a salon. It's not need any state of emergency. Not to learn lesson from the COVID. The COVID has only presidents coming 1 year, even after the 1 year, but for making mission a problem. Not to learn lesson from this. Then people are making be aware. Make it take sense now about parliament today.
All right, thank you.
Make it not allow this state of emergency for this COVID.
They don't pass Ahmed, they don't pass into Lona, so there's nothing you can do. Sorry about that. 3 months. They don't pass for 3 months. So
It's not even necessary.
all right. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Okay. All right. So Fambula, we apologize. That's not the last lucky caller. Okay, let me just this now we fumble, say we fumble from the Komon-Tok community. Yes. We yeah, go ahead. We fumble from the Komon-Tok community. Yeah. You know the last one.
We don't come inside the honorable Mr. Cisse will send them plenty thank you when they take their time for let them visit schedule for coming at the university and for coming until they gone. So we tell them plenty thank you for the answer for so honorable cancer with the platform. Because some man they will don't make book schedule, then they come. But for the time on I take for left now busy schedule for cancer we and they wanna take it for that. We are humble there. At the same time, so today, I say, Usabu say for the university. Usabu say, please, don't forget.
Yeah. We don't reach 32,000 today. You appeal.
Still small.
Yeah.
Still small, Papa. Selection is still small. Where they can people go, who plenty, so there, who big, no share, no subscribe.
Yeah.
Please, do ya. Let the information go. We don't know where they can help you alone. We don't know why, but for the share, and then we subscribe and they turn notification bell. So say maybe your idea they can free we from Masalo. This is from Mr. Komon-Tok. This is from Masalo. I tell you now, all thank you. Bye for now.
All right, thank you very much. That's lucky caller. That's now with Fambo from the Komon-Tok community. Now we just announced tomorrow we'll get a very, very interesting program here. The people that will be make the coup, then we'll come back for can talk now this platform and we add. So a very interesting program. Then get new information where they want to share with we with the program will be around 8 o'clock. Maybe we'll go make it earlier So just so when I share the message, the people that will be be out here, we claim say they make the coup, then they come back to can talk these two platforms here for the first time. And also the first talk and the second talk now yard and talking point platform. But this time around, then they go now we had, but with a team up together for make sure say the information spread far and wide, because then there's some important information where they want to share to the public anyway. So last come to you, Honorable, as you wrap up with the questions and answers. You get the platform now. So they wrap up.
First of all, yes, I want to appreciate the listener, appreciate the Komon-Tok, the woman from the mommy from the Komon-Tok yard. We appreciate we indeed, and Mr. We appreciate our way taking time for listening to we, and we get an obligation when you say you serve people and you represent people and you're a public figure. So when you're a public figure, you get to make yourself available to them, and you have to make yourself available to questions. Of course, I know say opinions shared by some of the callers is not your opinion, but I understand their sentiments, I understand their frustrations, and I understand whose side they come from. We can be more critical of one another. You know, it's easy for they behind the phone and criticize somebody. But my appeal is let's come together to be constructive. As I speak, I think say it is important that you get a governance we engaging. You get an opposition and you get a ruling side. And if there is no engagement on both sides, the people will stand to suffer the most. And all we preliminary engagement with the people that we call international partners, they all advise say who for participate in governance. Either way for be, there should be a participation in governance. And if you don't participate, you will not have the information in the room. Like when somebody they say them for follow me, I get me debates them. If you want, you can go na Hon.Nfa story. You go na me TikTok page, you will see the debates there where I participate and how they call the government out. And I encourage also the listeners there. Most of the sittings them, they're online. Go and follow what's in the happen at the sittings. You can get more information of what's in the happen at Parliament versus if you just go na your WhatsApp page and go listen to an audio where somebody pull. Because when somebody pull an audio, na your opinion, some person can take what he hear and change the whole story altogether. So I want to encourage some of the listeners them for let them do that, for follow the proceedings of Parliament so they go know. And I want to appreciate also the caller. We talk about the numbers. Of course, we know say they stole we numbers then. They still then thief we sit in Apoloko. Then thief we sit in the Western urban district. Then thief we sit in the Western rural districts. But we have to look at the glass half full than half empty. If the international community not be think say then be thief this election, this government not for face the challenges they face at this material time. If we be sit down and allow them for do all what they want to do, we for in a very different junction than we are right now. So therefore always a continue for look at the glass half full and half empty. And that while we are alive and we will in the Asia, we never say it is only our way or no way. We get for look at and say we get for engage the people and for the hopeless possible they will not get no hope. I'm telling you, in this work we do, you interface with people them who get no hope or not get no idea how to find hope. They don't get no idea of how to find hope. They don't even know where to start. They don't even able to afford a meal. Those are the people we are representing. Of course, we represent people in diaspora that have jobs. Yes, some of them could afford to leave their jobs and come. Some of them will not leave their job and come. Some people will not afford to leave their jobs and come. But we have to be here for the people them. Because if we don't, the one they will not want to follow, talk to them, now they're going to talk to them. I'm telling you, una take una time, Lona Sabi, the people that we represent. It is unfortunate, it is sad, and Sierra Leone Day, United States, we now we no more need for come together for do that. Somebody talk about the rehabilitation centers. We need rehabilitation centers. As we talk, we only get the Kisi Rehabilitation Center. In the debate, I call the government for see how they go use the Kerry Center
because we don't use that center there for Ebola. So now, if we not if they not be build that center now carry town, how we'll talk for let them user now? So they believe say that may be happen because a state of emergency was declared and funds were released from the consolidated fund, particularly for that. And we'll get a lot of support from international entities. They will make more money come. We even buy Boku ambulances in the process. So you see, let us observe what's going to go on for the next 3 months. Of course, we're all apprehensive about state of emergency, but we owe it to them young people here for see how God will help them at this point. If we not do nothing, we see don't know, we say we not do nothing. Whose chance will they get for save their life? Whose chance will they get for save their life? We have to do something. So I think say yes. The other caller talk about drug laws, how they have so much money, of course, and some of them here they don't make beaucoup money from Kush. So if we see don't know, say we do nothing or not take a drastic measure, it will stop. And what he make we reference a state of emergency, if we say hope day, when they declare a state of emergency on rape, the rape cases are reduced across the country. What may happen? People they use tramadol, and when they don't take so many tramadol, they rape young picking them. But once they make the laws, we even work on the Sexual Offense Act. The rape cases are reduced, and it increase awareness in our community of rape cases. So now we not for just sit down say we need to do nothing. Let us observe this situation for the next 3 months. They came with regulations to Parliament. Let's see how they go with their regulations. We don't fight for the people. They don't beat we in a Parliament for the people. They don't tear gas we in a Parliament for censors who no one allow. They don't beat we in a Parliament for public election act who no allow. They almost lost me life now. My mama who I go watch election for people. So we don't sacrifice for people, and not to personal interest. I could have a better, comfortable life without politics. I think at this room now, my generator lights AC not on. I have a home in the United States before I came into politics. So if we come and sacrifice for people, some person will make that kind of sacrifice. Let's support the one day they make the sacrifice. But we owe this to people for sure, ensure say we support them. Come and see the desperate people. Go into the villages and see how they suffer. You say if your mind will change about whether you need to represent them or you not for represent them. I think in I want to say at this material time.
All right. Thank you very much.
We need rehabilitation centers across the country, and we believe say only through this problem we will get some. Because Kush Dana, every village we miss Abi.
Yeah.
So, I tell you, thank you, sir.
Yeah, we no one doing justice to with Texas because they're awesome. We just take probably 3 or 4 or 5. Let me just take this one from J. Kelly from Facebook. He said both APC and SLPP parliamentarians are not there to serve the people of Sierra Leone, but for their own interest. Now, let me go up again. Let me check on Facebook. YouTube. This one they come up from J Bank. He said, is the government locking down the economy, imposing a state of emergency to raise funds or to release capital? All right. Okay. Let me go back. This one they come out from George Cisse in the from YouTube. It says, Mr. Honorable, why are you hoping to take more debts when you can pay previous debts? When you cannot pay previous debts. All right. It's not time for say. All right, we'll only take 2 more, then we wrap up the program. Now we go up at least. I'll make this one they come up from YouTube by Focal. He said the U.S. president goes to U.S. Congress once every year to give his State of the Union address, but that doesn't stop the congressional reps from performing their oversight duties. All right, probably. All right, we'll just take 1 more from the Facebook side, then we'll level up. Okay. This one come up from Bine Suma. I say APC don't hurt people, sell PP and the fake Brigadier Bio. And all right. So Famula, we tell now plenty. Thank you. Now John we back to my as tomorrow we deal with the captain there will be say now they overthrow Mother Bio now on the 26th of November. Yes, Mr. Paul, you get anything for submit before we left you now? I know say don't tire. Thank you so much.
On duty, again, I still make for Salon people and for understand say APC the hand is short because of the number of parliamentarians that we represented in parliament. And the other two we talk about government for be serious in terms of what they want to do for dog alone. And I think say 15 years, let them for be serious with and then for try for make sure say this thing and enforce them. Not as much as structure, but in any small units, outside people get support, where then take then they go. Government for trying to make some all over the country and more especially Freetown, more densely populated than other sub areas. Then go to identify buildings. Them if they're not able for put people on a ward or like a place, but then can make a center with them for sick and with drugs. They say mental health is a serious issue. And if we get the population we prevalent and get lots of young people and waiting for they use their talent for do something them and they on so it really in that we country in progress in terms of we economics and in terms of people and younger people talent we them will get for use their energy then they for do sports for play football and do other things. The government for think about the enforcement agencies as to how the government can support them more closely so that we get stronger institutions that we go do for reprimanding people and so we get the ability to talk for take the drugs, the source, the root of them, and waiting at them punishment. Then people because there are lots of videos then where they go down. I get one other one when a small bobo, where that bobo I think you go there to 9 years.
Yeah.
Where talk you see say it completely don't go off. It talk like it for getting sleep. Because I don't take the cushion. Look then kind of then for arrest our body in people other than in people. Now so they not go then they pull our body if Naya then they pull and come out now the south side day. Then put them for foster because in people are not able to look after. It is the parents' their responsibility for look after them picking and the small picking when I just left and then they put her over social media. People
all right.
It's not good for our country. So then get for be serious. Like them video then do it and they see the police learn social services. Then the main thing salon for serious with social service. Then forget to they look after picking them and wait for able to go after people where the law enforcement and social services them for they work together. They not get anything in there. And it could be a serious problem. They can't put they can't put that emergency something. I think say what's them for do them for time for get the structures there in place. And as much as we border don't talk, he say they go release cash. We know say this is all about time, buying time, but it's left with the politicians. Let them determine. Me, I want for the salon people that know say APC not get much for do in terms of parliament, other than they challenge the issues them. The one then like we go that way, then they challenge. I don't see how he really articulates himself in a parliament. In a very good speaker and they confront issues them. And I give them kudos for that. And some other APC parliamentarians. But they're very small for able for getting kind of voice and the intelligent politicians elect them. Where they're very small in number.
Thank you very much, Lowy. Yes, Honorable Yusuf, the last 1-2 minutes for submit before we wrap up the program.
I want to tell my brother plenty thank you for what he do, taking time for cancer in people. The information we give now, but people then go listen to and then go follow, then we hear. And of course,
it is serve communities them na the UK, and we pray that then go get the chance back for even take some time out and see how then go support. And support necessarily not mean say financial, but knowledge sharing. And of course, you don't create the platform for let people can share the knowledge. Now this platform where other people then go listen and follow suit on. And indeed, he talk about social services, and we don't call government out a lot on social safety nets, and that these funds they would need for social services. Yes, they will go give a poor man at Tasso Island some money, or 10, 15 people and go give them 500,000, say it help for support the poor. But how do we ensure we get services the way poor people then go benefit from day in, day out? Like we use for see at the Western world, where you get nursing homes, when you get group homes, where you get even foster homes, where you get even houseway houses. So some of those things, and if you know start somewhere, you know will know say you need for go somewhere. And say a journey of 1,000 miles, it starts with that first step. And like we say, we need those infrastructures there now, and they're not there. And we don't talk over 3-4 years. It's all get appropriations them we then come with them budgets. It don't really call government out for let them put money per National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, but they not do them. So now we believe say with this, if funds come and build some infrastructures, and if anybody follow me, now me second the motion, if they all build on their infrastructures and they once the state of emergency end, we can use their infrastructure and they follow we as a foundation for law kickstart some of them vision I will get for the social service sector. But without that, there's nothing to write home about, and we need to start somewhere.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable and Mr. Paul. Thank you for joining us. The last question where I want the last appeal where they appeal to you, please. This na my own personal appeal where they appeal to you. Do ya una make attempt for someone matter be on a parliament on ask them for them money there? Why they travel? Is it abuse of office or why? No, because your president said, please, we want Lona ask. Not try. Now we just know. Now send for we the clip and say, when I don't do it, when I left the rest of we will make let the world know. But this what
I go assure you is we need for ensure say voting then at the audit report need for Canada Parliament for law we call every government entity out, including the office of the president, on how it is spending people their money and for let answer to the people of this country. Right. The president gets that obligation there for come and answer to the people of this country, and he can choose whatever platform or the people that need for hearing from him.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so Pambul, we they put fingers across on that side. Until then, when I bye. Tomorrow, please do not forget, we they are with a very important guest there. Of course, I know say normally when they come, now the book a blockbuster, and then we add, but now we only produce a program tomorrow. The two captain there, we are the lead people there for attempt the coup November 26th. They don't decide back for talk with we tomorrow. So I think the message is different from what you know. Anyway, until then, we'll bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Check this out. Now, who's them will get the right man at the right place, huh? We're talking about reality, youth man, face reality. 1, 2, they want make me tough fool. 3, 4, when most of we want. Some saying that this, some saying that, some saying that the one that with the rule we are. Now, Mr. Sing again. 1, 2, they want make me tough fool. 3, 4, when most of we want. Some saying that this, some saying that, some saying that the point and for me. Judge not your brother, that you may not be judged. We left for the blame, forget about the name. We all forget together for being streets at home. Mr. Headmaster still they ask for money when the government don't say no for pay school fee. Tell me why you they sell them books when the government don't make them picking online. Tell me now if they picking online, why if you say streets alone for Bambai good time. Teacher tell me why the school not on my kids, you just the land that picking for make them be corrupt. Why really you they left sit down, you watch your country sound boy. Some saying at this, some saying at that, some saying at the way with them and we are. Oh.
Some saying that, some saying that, some say